Soldier's Walk was inspired by Ron Wanek, founder and chairman of Ashley Furniture Industries. Ron's original goal was to create one memorial to honor the Vietnam War veterans. He wanted to do this because he didn't like the way they were treated when they came back from the war, and he wanted to create a memorial in their honor. From that original goal, the park has now grown to 54 acres with 28 monuments depicting America's conflicts and honoring 43 great Americans. Soldier's Walk was formally dedicated in 1989. Dignitary veterans in the community gather in 1989 to dedicate the giant flagpole that is at the center of the rotunda at the beginning of the walk. In this picture, you will see that the 1/3 mile of Soldier's Walk was in its planning stages, with the rotunda and flagpole in the background. As part of the dedication, there was a 21-gun salute. This picture was taken before the final elements of the rotunda was completed. After the rotunda was completed, all of the shells were embedded in the steps of the rotunda as you approach the flagpole at the center. Here, you can see a drone's eye view of what the rotunda looks like today. As part of the dedication, there was a 21-gun. These small models are the original models used for the design of the final life-size models. In this picture, you will observe Ron's son, Todd Wanek, Ashley's current president and CEO, reviewing the clay molds for the first memorial to the Vietnam War before they are cast in bronze and placed as the first memorial. As previously mentioned, Soldier's Walk was inspired by Ron Wanek's desire to honor all Vietnam War veterans. Here are the original installation photos of the Vietnam War Memorial when it was placed on the walk. These were designed in the 1980s, before the internet, so it required photographs of each person depicted. Ron often said that acquiring these photographs was one of the most difficult tasks in designing the memorials. It is important to understand that in order to sculpt the faces of the memorials, it required Ron to view the facial features of each person from 6 different angles. This picture depicts Ron working on the Civil War Boys Memorial. The face was modeled after his grandson Travis, who now serves as Vice President of Asian Operations for Ashley Furniture. In these pictures, you can see Ron's son Todd, now Ashley's current president and CEO, doing a bit of touch-up work on the Theodore Roosevelt statue that adorns the top of the Spanish-American War Memorial. Here are some of the pictures on how the memorial looks today in the park. Here is the final bronze statue of Patton getting ready to be mounted on the pedestal on General's Overlook. These next few photographs depict the working model for the Angel of Mercy Memorial. The next photograph shows the model before it was cast in bronze. This photograph depicts the final placement of the Angel of Mercy Memorial in the park near the rotunda and entrance. There are no trees or other memorials visible when this memorial was dedicated. This is how the Angel of Mercy Memorial looks today in the park. The statue weighs 26 tons, is 30 feet high, and sits on a 53,000-pound black marble base that was mined in Taiwan. The Angel of Mercy signifies one who is caring, compassionate, full of kindness, gives hope to others, and radiating love, which is given without an agenda of their own, and it represents an angel carrying a soldier to heaven. It is the tallest memorial in the park. This photograph represents the small working model for the Iwo Jima Memorial. Notice the immense amount of detail that went into this model. The faces on the memorial represent local area veterans that served in World War II. Here are some more photographs of the memorials, molded with clay before they were cast in bronze. Front and center is the Korean Memorial. The statue on the back right is the cast for the World War I memorial. At the entrance to the Millennium Amphitheater, there is a memorial to all the pioneers that settled the area where Soldiers Walk is located. Here you will see a man walking his horse out of the barn with his loyal dog in tow. The face on the man is Ron Wanick's dad, who was a tenant farmer. This photograph represents the modeling of the Abraham Lincoln Memorial and how it looked when it was dedicated in the park. Our last images depict the design of the George Washington Memorial that welcomes all who visit at the beginning of the park. George Washington is the United States' only six-star general. The memorial is designed after the George Washington Memorial that is on display at West Point Military Academy. Soldiers Walk is the largest contiguous Veterans Memorial Park in the United States and a worthy tribute to all Americans. The 54-acre Soldiers Walk Memorial Park has free Wi-Fi, so you can take a complete narrated tour as you walk through the park of every conflict and learn about the heroes that made America great. You can also download the Soldiers Walk app on Google Play or iTunes. This allows you to take a complete tour from any device and share with your friends, family, educational resources, and more.